this hawker Boniface Kariuki. So saizi inasemekana iko brain dead. Wacha tusikize hii article and then maybe.
Now, the family of a hawker who was shot by police during protests in Nairobi now says he is brain dead, though he still has a pulse. According to the family, his hospital bill has surpassed 3 million shillings, while the government remains silent. Let's cross over live and listen in to what they have to say.
So, iko brain dead. The bill is over 3 million shillings. He was shot by a government employee. He's in a government hospital. I know when we talk about compensation, it's controversial, yes? But is this one controversial? Because he was not even protesting. He was just selling his masks. So is this one controversial, according to Ewe? Like, because I see a situation, if you've ever seen a situation where the government needs to foot a bill without even letting us know it's this one. Where?
I don't even know whether to say it is or not, but you've stated it so well. Shot by a government rival, a government employee,
Yes.
a government hospital,
Yes.
racked up bill, and the worst thing, the silence. No one has come out to say anything that this family needs, including Boniface's medical, oh gosh, I think I'm getting emotional. Boniface's medical, anything will be taken care of by the government. Controversial.
Yeah, because kumekuwa na hizi story, we need to compensate protesters, we need to, and of course every time that's said, you can see Ruto is not happy because he feels like if he compensates watu wame protest against watu wampendi, there's no way he's going to pay his enemies. That's how he looks at it.
No, it's true. And in any case, when was this? The day after. I don't remember who said, but from the government, I think is it Murkomen said no, we're not compensating.
Yes, nakumbuka hiyo time akisema hivyo ati hakuna place yote ile imeandikwa compensate. But sasa tukigo back to we boy. Beleni hata before they said he was brain dead, walikuwa nasema like his brain was extensively damaged.
It was.
So even if he survived, he'd not be able to live a normal life.
Never.
Would that have changed anything? Because I felt like the minute your bullet will end, I remember talking about it, and I said that I felt like he was not going to survive. Because it was so up close. Alafu kisikiza, I don't know, kulisikiza footage African Uncensored. It was 2 shots. So, hata ange survive, was there...
Let me tell you.
If he survive and he can't take care of himself, is that a life?
No, it's not. It's not. First of all, it's an insult and a reminder of how small and insignificant and disrespected we should be as citizens. First of all, this young man, for him to leave home, to come to sell masks, he was just looking for a penny or two.
Yes.
A 22-year-old. And you can see, I was able to view where he comes from. Through Eric Omondi, who went to console with the family.
Yes.
He comes from a very humble background. Literally, even if he survived and even the family is given any kind of money, I can tell you, Mwaf, in as much as money can add a little bit of comfort, it would never be the same. I'm sure if the mother right now is asked to just say a word towards your son, she'd want to reverse all that has happened this past, it seems like a long time, but it's been like what, 10 days, 10, 11, 12 days.
Yes.
My goodness. The mother would just wish for her son to come back home, akuwa mzima. Now here we are. And the nonchalantness of it all.
Na ukitaka kujua vile Kenya has become a police state. Unachikiata tunaulizana, when did this happen?
Yes.
Because after him, just less than a week ago, this is on Wednesday, more than 16 people died. 16. Shot.
Thank you. I was about to say that.
And to unarmed, no one was shot holding zile mina zita rungu za sakaja. There's no single body ile msee amepatikana na rungu ya sakaja.
Or even somewhere near.
Yes.
Near him or her. It's only men. But I cut you short. But that's the ultimate truth. There's so much cooking of how events should have been like because they cannot actually identify a person and say tumeshika huyu akienda. Then there's something you said in another episode, and you said that how did the protesters move from Kenyatta Avenue, because it was like Nation Center up, okay, let's say Tom Mboya, upwards, yeah?
Yes.
How did they go to OTC? Because I don't think any protester, a true Gen Z protester would have gone OTC. There. But that's the other thing. Like, because the Murkomen say with the whole thing with the IDs. I'm like, Kwani, what kind of goons do we have? They go leaving their IDs at the scene of crime.
There are things that they say that you normally sit down and you're there thinking, hii ujinga gani ile, like a thief steals and then he's like, you know what, wacha niache ID yangu. Because even if there are IDs there, the probability it's people who are robbed, alafu wale watu wameiba wakakama wakarusha ID zao hivyo. So most of the people wale ID zao ziko hapo ni victims, not perpetrators. Not like, why would someone throw the ID at a crime scene?
And then why haven't they released the list of those, were they 30 or 29 IDs? Yeah, like clearly, it's not even about something adding up. Please try to be intelligent.
Yes.
Please try to rope an intelligent
story
or cover up. It's so unfortunate.
Kumbuka tukianza na Ojwang. Ojwang wakasema amejigonga kichwa. Alafu after kusema amejigonga kichwa, Kenyans wakamwaniaje, let's go protest against police brutality. Because we keep forgetting that hizo protests za hiyo Tuesday, I think it was 17th. The 17th zilikuwa, we were protesting against police brutality. During that, a policeman is captured on video shooting someone who's unarmed up close.
Casually.
Pop.
Casually. And walks away.
Yeah. He's taken to court and is given the opportunity to cover his face. Did that piss you off? Because that really pissed me off. I always say, if you commit crime, especially Kayo, we need to see your face.
Thank you.
Remember the way you are so confident to move away from your usijifiche? Saizi kwa nuna naibu.
Thank you. Thank you. And it's unfortunate. We live in a digital age. We already know how he looks like, surely. It was such a mockery of everything that we're standing for. Because who are you? Like, why are you covering your face? Yeah, why are you?
Na kwani koti wachilia hizo vitu zina happen?
Like, we need to do better. Because
I think someone had said that ule nani Martha Koome had said that would stop.
Yeah. Wait, not even that. Now that you've mentioned it, this is what pissed me off. They were wearing black masks. Like the ones...
Yeah, the irony.
Boniface. That's what got me. I was like, oh my goodness. It feels like we're in a constant nightmare that's not coming to an end. But from my perspective, I would say, in as much as, yes, the law says all these many things, before COVID, I never used to see people covering their faces up. I think it was an idea that came during and after COVID with the mask.
Hawakuwa na cover, lakini courts za Kenya walikuwa na cover nani. They used to go with scarves.
Yes.
We've always done this crap, scarves. And I always find it to be a mockery of the whole judicial system.
Thank you.
You're supposed to be seen.
Be seen. In fact, I wish they can just script it, because, at the end of the day, I'm imagining as a judge, I'm calling this person, I'm like, so-and-so, how do you plead? Guilty or not guilty? And I can't see who I'm asking.
Yes.
Yeah, I think it needs to be script off. At a CC, even you and I, because usually when you're there, that's when you truly want to hide. But if you're going to advise that to happen, we must as well. Okay, I really hope we never end up in court unless we're going to argue a case. But I think it should be script off.
Yeah, because I have to give credit to Boniface Mwangi. Every time he goes to that court, you can clearly see it's Boniface Mwangi. Funny enough, Khalif Cairo,
I was going to say yes.
Akiendaga, you see it's him. And to me, that shows a certain level of accountability. Where you're like, you know what? Nimejiletea hii kesi, let me handle it. Lakini this assholes who are always hiding behind Nini. But now tukibonga jua Boniface Kariuki, the other question comes, ile tukitoka from the justice, now let's look at it from a family point of view.
Man.
If someone is brain dead, how is there a reason to still keep the machines on?
Probably, okay, so first of all, brain dead means you're legally and medically dead.
Yes.
He has a pulse. To be honest, nobody, that's hope. That pulse is the last hope that the family and friends are hanging on to. But the truth is, I think according to how they're going to be able to process that, then let them process it. If they want him to stay on that machine for the rest of his life,
considering it's a government hospital.
Exactly. Honestly, let them do it.
Okay.
But coming from a point of logic, ideally there's... it's very painful, honestly, but ideally, and I try to be very careful what I say.
I know. That's why I brought it up, and I know kuna watu wanaweza ichukua vibaya, but it's one of those conversations that needs to be had.
Yes.
Like, that's not Boniface Kariuki. Whoever is existing right now. Mtu akikufa, wanasemanga, the body will be viewed.
Yes.
It's never...
That's when so
will be viewed.
Yes.
The body.
Yes.
And I feel like he's reached your level there. The body will be viewed. And also for that family, if right now they started a contribution and they ended up with 3 million shillings, which is the bill, I'd say keep the money. Let the government keep the body. Because it's the government that wanted your mwili. Kaeni na your mwili. Like, don't spend... I know we are so attached to burials. But at some point we have to, don't spend 3 million on, I don't know if it's heartless.
No. Especially given the circumstances. First of all, they shouldn't even be raising this money. The government should fully and completely clear that bill. And then, honestly, from a legal perspective, they need to sue the government and sue them highly. Let them go for the jugular.
Yes.
It's the only thing that would make sense right now.
But you know the government would not pay.
Of course.
Watu wangapi win hizo cases against Gava. There's a friend of the show, Buddha Flani. Nowadays he's based is Norway. Naitwa Hesbon. He was tortured during siku za Moi. He won his lawsuit. And I think it's been close to 10 years or even over 10 years. Hajailipwa. And now his lawyer who won the case wanted to attach his assets.
No.
And he's there like,
that's like a double.
Tulishinda.
Tragedy.
Yeah, so Gava hailipagi. So that's why, like, hata wakisiu, it's a very hard decision that they have to make. Because kuna hiyo decision, this is our loved one. But I feel like this is a situation ile mnazika nini? Naitangwa nini? Wewe mnazika...
The hatchet.
Yes, something just to represent. But don't give them 3 million shillings. Like, why are you giving them 3 million shillings? That's an insult to injury. Like, adding insult to injury. Like, Ama?
Let me tell you, even this past, when was it, 17th to date, it's almost what? How many days? Today's one? So 10 days.
Yes. 12.
Yeah. The mental and emotional torture that family has experienced. Have you seen the dad?
I saw. And up on top of that, some asshole Kenyan ended up still robbing him. Kuna vitu zingine happen kwa hii nchi. Like zile musamaga, it's unforgivable. Like someone still robbed him.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. This is, I think you're referring to Baba Ojwang.
See?
Yeah.
Baba Nani.
Oh my goodness.
Yes. 200,000. He was the first to be robbed.
Oh no.
Like these stories are
SIM
card swapping. Because what's happening, Nani does iki tunani anaitwa nani? Eric Omondi does, where he puts their numbers out there.
Yes.
It's now up to Safaricom. And this kuna time mubilemigi Safaricom. It's up to Safaricom now to come up with a way that wakishambwa this number is being used to contribute. Any funny thing that happens to that they should not allow it.
Exactly.
No one should be allowed to whatever. Hata vitu kama withdrawals wanafaa kuwa wanapiga simu wanauliza, is it you who's trying to withdraw?
Exactly.
So there needs to be that level of course. It happened.
Yeah,
he was the first.
No way.
Kufanywa swim swap whatever.
Like the heartlessness of it all, but that's who we're dealing with. Imagine if our leaders are as heartless, then anyone out here, if they're not a goon or a very frustrated, very educated, very vibrant Gen Z who is out in the streets to fight, people are turning to crime. They've mastered, but it's true. Safaricom, actually in January I got conned. 8,888 shillings.
Kwani ilikuwa yoni quadro 8,888.
Yes, so KPLC, something had happened at my area. So I tweeted. They always respond. Immediately I get a call, and this guy's like, oh, we've seen your complaint. The guy changanyishad me.
Ukamtumia 88.
He's telling me, press this. I felt so embarrassed.
Pia mi nilikoniwa this year. Mi nilikoniwa na nini. I was trying to go, was it last year? I was trying to go to Britain, last year October.
Yeah.
So same shit ile it's wametengeneza site because akina Britain kuna hizi sijui I think inaitwa TLS.
Yes.
So wametengeneza TLS. So yao ni inaanza na vicas.tlscontact.something.
Yeah.
Ile ingine ni TLS contact. So hii kaka Vicas ukienda kwa website ukisearch they've optimized, it's the first one that comes. So mishanini pale nishaona mpaka ka pay bill nikarusha 20k ikaenda hivyo, ilienda tu hivyo. So I understand anyone can be conned. I think after hapo ndio nilijua. So Boniface Kariuki further conned 200 by fraudster.
Oh no.
Yes, he was conned.
So
like
sad.
this shows you the amount of heartlessness that we also have as a society, where you can see a grieving father and decide to con them. Ule kina Ojwang pia kakoniwa, but now at some point Safaricom itself has to put zile numbers za hii number. Iko na two-factor authentication. Anything that happens with this has to happen. Alafu pia tuangalie history ya mtu.
Exactly.
Mtu ajai kuwa mtu wa withdraw. There's another guy who pia aliniambia madhake alilose, was it 4.68 million?
Oh no.
From ilikuwa ni Absa. Hivyo tu. The same thing. And she's always, for all the years amekuwa na hiyo bank, hiyo enda kwa counter. All of a sudden
somebody's trying to move the money remotely.
Really moviwa, and they just let these things happen. Because at some point I'm saying they let them happen. Because you have to see. I always say that everything creates a pattern.
And in any case, with CBK laws, and I hope I'm not misinforming people, the minute you're moving more than 1 million shillings, there are checks and balances. Like, why are you moving so much money? You know, even right now, if you're used to transact a certain amount, let's say you're working with 5M, and someone tries to deposit 50 million into your account, they flag it. They need to know, how is this money moving? So there's, honestly, I blame Safaricom. I blame them so much, because immediately I personally got conned. I called them and they said there's nothing they can do.
At the end of ni OB.
Then I go to the police station. Oh, that's another place. I got the police station. That time I was living in Kilimani, so I went to Kileleshwa. They waited for me to tell them the story. They call another one. I start the story. Then they're like, utapeleka Kilimani police station. I gave up.
Hata mi nili give up. Because pia mi nilipigia Safaricom. Alafu Safaricom wakaniambia, this is a digital con. They told me to go and take a physical OB. I was like, fuck you. And I didn't even, mi yangu, nili give up to immediately. The minute tu nilijua nimekoniwa, kapigia Safaricom, wakaniambia story ya a digital OB, an analog, I need to go to a physical station. Like, this is a digital contract. And digital footprint. It's the easiest thing kujua.
Thank you.
Ilitoka hapa, ikaenda kwa hii phone number. Ikakuwa withdrawn at this point. Sawa. So let the police start acting from this point. Alafu cheki, ukiangalia kina Ongondo Were, when he was killed, see the way digital, haraka.
Imagine.
But hizi zingine zetu lazima because that's how you curb it. If a lot of people, if there is no all this bullshit ya this, ni mtu ameiba. Sawa. Simu yake imezimika. wampatia even 24 hours.
Yeah.
Kama 24 hours simu yake ijanini, waseme, yes, to facilitate this thing, we are going to take a percentage, but we are going to recover part of your money. A lot of us will take that.
Yeah,
yes.
And it's about time. I think we need to make enough noise. It's so unfortunate that's happening now with all the amazing technology that we have. It's 2025 for crying out loud. Yeah.
Alafu awezi trace mtu, lazima uende OB.
And then, have you ever just walked into the police station, even if it's to report? It's so, let me tell you, it's humiliating. The minute you get in there and you get to the, where now you'll find the OB counter, there's this intimidation. Madam, sema nini mekuleta hapa? Oh my, you
like
even just feel
them.
like, you just want to turn around and leave. So, no.
Yeah, I think hiyo ni kitu moja nishaongega juu yake where if you look at Kenyans and the way we write our CVs,
right,
we beg for jobs, but the minute we get the jobs, we don't do them. And this is not just at the government level. Inakuwaga kuna government that does not deliver, then kuna government officials who are worse, and then kuna alafu utapata a very lazy government employee anasema Ruto ni mbaya. You're also part of the problem.
Thank you.
Where ile kazi umepewa, do it with the best of your ability. Like, be proud of yourself. You might not be, kusoso samaga, we are not paid enough, we are not paid enough. Your person unasema si enough, to someone else is enough.
It's enough.
Quit. Wacha mtu mwingine uleta kuja na ipatia 100%.
Exactly. And let there be work happening. Because you can't be looking for a service that takes you just an hour or 20 minutes and you're there queuing. You even plan your journey. I wake up at 5 a.m. so I can be at the Nini at 6:30. By the time they're opening, we can do better.
But ubudajo ati fraudster alikuwa anataka 20,500. Yaka sent 200,500 by mistake.
Oh, no.
What I talk about also hawa watu ama buda, like one of the ways to safeguard their money would be wakisha receive money, they should move it to one of these apps, either ZD or Mali. So ZD or Mali, so that keeps hii pesa ileko kwa M-Pesa inakuwa very small. So if a fraudster is trying to defraud, it takes even kama akifanya swims up before ajue hizi apps ndio ziko na nini, itachukua like a certain level, because I hear you go mteja, but still akina Safaricom just need to have that level of this person is trending. They've lost they might lose their kids, they've been conned. How do we help recover this money? Immediately deploy the same walifanya Ongondo wele deploy and this would stop.
A lot would stop, honestly. But Safaricom, no, they're letting us down.
Yes. So so Nani, and what sort of ushasikia stories are Emmett Till? Emmett Till is this kid who was killed in America back in the days. Alipigwa juu ya race yake, and before he was buried, the mother was like, I need it to be an open casket, and I need journalists to come and take pictures so that we never forget. I feel like in your situation pia inafaa kuhappen na Boniface if they end up taking the body and they end up burying it, wanafaa kumake sure ni open casket, and we need to take those pictures to remind ourselves what these cops did. This was someone who was not even protesting, and somehow they felt he was a threat, and then later mna release as the Ministry of Interior mnatuambia vile polisi wanafaa kuwa natuua.
Oh my goodness.
Now try and imagine, this was before they were told they can kill 5 people. You know there's someone who's going to kill 5 people, a cop,
of course.
Alafu atachukua tu rungu ekele. I think it's sunajuaga Rapture vile and his jokes he was saying that mtu ingia kwa police station alafu anakuchukua na kupeleka hata kwa evidence room, anakuuliza na hizi panga zote na nini, unafikiri tunaweza kosa kitu ya kukuekelea? That's going to happen.
Dangerous and very believable. Because what? But I hear you on the open casket, but I just, that video should be played everywhere. And I mean everywhere. Like let me tell you the reaction I had. I was offline the whole day. I've come home with the kiddos. I open. I wailed. My kids were like, they've not seen me cry. They're like, bringing me tissue, mommy, what? And I can't even show them.
Uliona angle gani wewe?
It's a bit blurry.
ile mbali ama
ya mbali
No,
where they are walking,
yes.
then slaps him, shoots him, and then I
At
saw
the
the
audio?
other angle.
ile ya
Yes,
African
yes,
Uncensored,
yes.
where you hear the two
Yes,
shots.
yes.
Okay.
And then immediately the lady who came to check up on him, and actually she confessed, she said his brain was on the ground. Yes. In fact, she was trying to put it back, and then she's even holding the mask, and she said, "Hizi hata si zangu ni zake." She witnessed everything like this. And don't be surprised if they start intimidating her.
You know, there was the bullshit theory that she was acting, Sijuko uliona on Twitter.
That lady.
Yes.
What?
This character called Francis Gaido, I don't want us to give him too much time, but he started that bullshit. So ukiniambia that she was scooping out brain matter.
Yeah.
This is so sad because even she's the one who identified him. Unajua hivyo? Because kila mtu alikuwa nafikiria ni Eli Joshua because of the
oh my god, yeah, we all did
yes.
the justice for Eli Joshua. And there's actually an interview she did after when she was a bit calmer. There's I don't remember who went to visit her at her home, and that's when she was explaining everything now in details. You know, when they interviewed her,
yes,
was it even an interview when the cameras came on, when she was crying and everything? You know, she was holding his masks, and now she was saying how literally his brain matter was on the ground, and she was trying to like put it together. But also, let's give credit to the guys who scooped him and took him to the ambulance. Yeah, but thinking that lady was acting, you know, when I saw that interview she did, I think it was like 2-3 days after, she was shaken. You could even see she'd start a sentence and then she forgets what she's saying. She's like, I'm so shaken, I wish I can delete all that. I think that the PTSD was real. But it's so unfortunate how people invalidate another person's pain for what? Yeah,
kulikuwa na ujinga ati how did akina Alanamu capture mpaka ikaenda pati Alanamu is a CIA agent and Mossad. Haukuwa na ujinga yote. There's a lot of nonsense happening in the movement that it's disgusting. But so do you feel like there's going to be any justice? Do you think these guys will even be found guilty? Because I won't be surprised they'll be given bail soon. And then this case will drag on. Paka, the cases drag on paka anga yetu ina reduce. Unajua kama saizi we are so alafu itanene cause hata niko naangalia when like Didi was arrested, yes? Na kesi yake nikaa ishaisha, si ndio?
Inaisha I think this week.
So saizi sasa tuko karibu kujua verdict, si ndio? But I think he was arrested, was it in September? Yes, ilikuwa ni Sean Combs charged in Manhattan Federal Court with sex trafficking and other federal offenses. This was in September.
Wow, so he's been there since
in less than a year kesi itakuwa imemalizwa. Sisi kuna kesi hata hazijaanza na ni za years ago. How are we supposed to stop cops from shooting people left, right and center if the cases take this long?
There's no any other way. And that's what I think I was trying to tell you earlier. Human beings also tend to forget. And I said we shouldn't forget. We cannot forget. And those videos, those pictures need to be plastered everywhere. In as much as going to the streets is so amazing. And to be honest, it's putting pressure on the issues that we are raising. The truth is, and this is the saddest part, is that cases in this country will drag and drag. Again, this is some of the things I was telling you about. I don't know. When I think of going back to practice, I'm like, I don't want to be part of that system. Justice should be served immediately. And they say justice delayed is justice denied. Look, actually, Mama Rex and all these other parents who lost their kids last year, nothing has happened. Absolutely nothing.
There has to be a way to make these cases move faster. Because move ikiwa like kesi 5 years later ijaanza.
5 years is even
like,
a long time,
I watch,
a short time.
Kuna isho watch religiously murder tapes. Ya Brian Obuya.
Yes.
You saw this story of the cop who was shooting some lady because she refused alimkata his advances, and he decided she went and hid under like counter. And he was shooting her like this. Do you know he's still free?
No.
The case is still dragging on.
No.
He goes to court singing kama amejifunika sura. Singing.
That's a psychopath.
And this is I think close to 5 years later, he's still free.
What?
This is not justice. There has to be like open and shut cases that move super fast. Ilionaambia the defense ni aje, by next week tunaanza hii story. The judges should be ready to work extra hours. Let's work some extra hours. If he's innocent, he's innocent. If he's not, wacha tuende. But kesi mentioniwa, kuna evidence. Today ni mention. Kesho ni mention. Kesho, I don't think Americans are gonna use story mention.
No. It shouldn't be. It's a waste of time. It's a waste of tormenting the victims, and it's unfortunate because you'll also find a lot of corruption in it. For instance, if you're a witness to if you're attached to a case, the cops will ask you for money so that you can become a state witness. It's unfortunate. However, we'll need an overhaul, like a complete turnaround of the justice system. And pure independence. Because indeed, why? Even imagine someone starts a children's matter. The child hits age 18 and the case has never been finished. That's how bad it is.
I think kuna story nilicheki, a certain woman who was fighting for her land.
Right.
Right now she's 92.
Oh no.
She's been fighting for her land, I think, since siku za Kenyatta.
What?
So it's for over 45 years. The case is still continuing.
God.
How is that justice?
It's not.